Hello, my name is Casey. I go by the Chakra Lady, and this is a simple, effective practice for opening and balancing the 7 primary chakras that are located along your central channel, or called Sushumna. And we're going to both be working with generating energy and unblocking anything that is keeping that energy from flowing. This is a practice that I encourage beginners and advanced students to try. We're going to be doing each exercise for 1 minute, but each of these exercises can be done for 2, and some of them can be done for 3 minutes apiece. To begin with, you're going to need a blanket or a mat to sit or lie down on. And you're going to need to practice in a space where you're not going to be interrupted. You're going to want to go through this entire practice without stopping for the best benefits. Let's begin by centering. Sit tall and roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart forward and pull your chin in slightly. This aligns the spine and the chakras. Closing the eyes, rolling your gaze up towards your brow. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath momentarily and fill the lungs to capacity. Maybe taking a few extra sips of breath and then releasing. As you exhale, imagine the breath moving down the back of the spine. Gently squeeze the rib cage in and lift the diaphragm. Inhaling, feel the abdominal walls relaxing and expanding. Lifting through the heart as you fill the breath to the tippy top of the lungs, and again exhaling down the back of the spine. We're doing circular breathing here, and I want you to visualize circular breathing as energy coming from the base of your body, so you're breathing down deep into the belly, and that energy is coming upward the front of the body, inhaling, and then exhaling down the back side of your body. And this wave-like movement through the lungs and through the entire length of the body, inhaling and exhaling. Find that circular movement. We're going to use this circular breathing with each exercise. So we're going to be doing a small circle down at the root, and then a little bigger circle as we come towards the sacral area, even bigger circle at the navel, moving into the heart. We're going to lift that energy up to the throat, the base of the neck, the forehead, the head, and then up through the crown. So we're going to eventually be breathing through the entire system, but I want you to practice that circular movement each time we stop. And another practice we're going to bring in is the Mula Bandha. Inhale and apply the root lock, holding the breath after you've inhaled completely, lifting the pelvic floor slightly. So we're squeezing the muscles, the genitals, the sphincter muscles, the navel muscles, gently upward and inward. And we hold there for several seconds before releasing the breath and settling back down again. This is also a great time to call on your guides, your higher self, to connect to something greater. God, angels, spirit guides, your own soul. This will help assist you in expanding during this practice and moving the energy. All right, the first exercise now is going to be pelvic rotations to stimulate the root chakra located near the coccyx. This is the function of the root chakra is for grounding and elimination, stability and security. So we're going to bring our awareness down to that region. And for 1 minute, we're going to be moving in a circular direction, feeling the navel draw forward and moving back. And it's okay if your hips are moving a little, your legs are moving a little, we're spiraling. Go ahead and begin for 1 minute here. Inhale forward, exhale back. While you're practicing, keep your eyes closed and roll your eyes up towards the brow. Feel the breath, that current of energy entering and leaving the body. If you like, you can slowly come to the center and switch directions. Though if you feel like the energy wants to keep you moving in the same direction, that is fine. Just keep moving and breathing. We'll stop there. We're going to sit up straight and tall, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, turn your gaze up towards the brow. Exhale, relax down into the bones. Inhale, drawing the energy up the front of the body, and exhaling down the back of the body. Circular breathing just in the lower part of the body, near the navel, near the coccyx, feeling that energy in the root chakra. Gently move to our next exercise. This is going to help move energy towards the sacrum, our center for sexuality, creativity, sensuality, and playfulness. So we'll be doing a spinal flex here, an easy pose with the legs crossed. Make sure you're sitting up tall. And the spinal flex is a simple movement forward and backward, but we want to make sure that the spine is flexing and bending as we move. So we are bringing the stomach forward, arching the back. We're bringing the stomach back, bending forward slightly. The shoulders are going to remain fairly still here because we're centering movement in the navel. Again, close your eyes, take a deep breath before you begin. Look up towards the brow as you practice and move forward and backward. Begin. Inhale, stand tall, take your time exhaling, relax. Notice how you're feeling. Turn your palms upward, relax the fingers. Keeping the eyes closed, breathe into the navel region, bring your awareness to the navel. And apply circular breathing, feeling an upward movement in the front of the body, all the way to the navel and then down the back, moving that energy in a circular motion from your base of your spine up to the navel and back down again. Get in touch with that energy. We're coaxing it up the spine. We're awakening the Kundalini energy, the Shakti energy that lies coiled at the base of the spine. For the next exercise, I want you to roll forward onto your hands and knees, bring your knees down to the floor, and you're gonna part your heels slightly to make room for your sit bones. Okay, so sitting here in it's called rock pose or hero pose. The shins are pressed to the floor, the ankles are getting a steep stretch, the knees are stretched here. If you need to put a pillow or blanket or a block underneath your hips to support your knees, please do so. We're going to sit with our backs straight. This one's to bring the energy up towards the third chakra, the navel solar plexus chakra. And this is our chakra for personal power, willpower, strength, and projection. Sending our energy out in the world. Place your hands face down on your thighs, and we'll be doing the spinal flexes again, this time focusing above the navel slightly. Inhale, pulling the chest forward. Exhale, bringing the spine back. So we're bending the spine, flexing, moving front to back. Inhale, exhale. Begin, 1 minute. Close the eyes and look up towards the brow as you practice to coax the energy upward. Let the hips rock freely. Feel the tailbone protruding out as you pull the navel forward. and tucking under as you bring the navel back. It's like riding on a camel. Inhale and bring your body to a neutral position with the spine straight, chin drawn in, take a breath. And as you exhale, you can bring your hands back down, cross your ankles, and gently roll back onto your seat. Notice how you're feeling. As you settle back down, come back into a meditation posture. Notice that I'm filming it in that perfectly quiet space. This is intentional. We are never going to be completely undisturbed by the outer world. It is okay to have sounds happening around us, for distractions to arise. Simply sit with it and breathe, focusing on the navel here, practicing circular breathing. And we're prepared for our next exercise. This exercise is going to continue to move the energy upward into the heart center. Now, working with the heart chakra is a wonderful place to develop compassion, self-love, forgiveness, and other very important human qualities. So we'll make sure we have space to move freely from side to side. We're going to be bringing our fingers to the shoulders and thumbs on the back. The elbows are lifted at least to shoulder height, a little higher if you can. And we want to keep the shoulders down away from the ears. All right, when you inhale, you'll move to the left, and as you exhale, you'll move to the right. Notice my chin is staying centered over the heart, so the head moves with the torso instead of the neck moving on its own. All right, we'll begin and do this practice for 1 minute, again, to bring the energy into the heart chakra. Eyes are closed, and we're focusing at the brow. Begin. Bring your body back to the center. Place your hands down on your knees, keeping the eyes closed and focusing upward. Take a deep breath in. Pull the energy from the base of the spine all the way up into the heart. Hold there for a moment. Exhale slowly down the back of the spine, moving down through the chakras back to the base. Continue this circular breathing from base to the heart. Notice the way you feel in your chest and your lungs. And you may already feel the energy beginning to rise into the high heart near the clavicle, and maybe even into the throat. Our next exercise is designed to move energy into the throat chakra, the 5th chakra. And this is our power to speak our truth. So if you have a lump in your throat and you have a lot of emotion caught there, or if you have fear about speaking honestly and authentically, this is going to be a powerful practice for you to bring this energy up and to hold it here. It also stimulates the thyroid and parathyroid glands. So let's go ahead and pull our shoulders back, lift the chin in slightly, and the exercise here are shoulder shrugs. You don't want to do this beyond 2 minutes. So this is one of the few practices that I would not encourage you to do for 3 minutes. We're going to do a 1-minute practice. It's inhaling, bringing your shoulders up to the ears, and we exhale, drop. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out for 1 minute straight. And continue to breathe throughout that. Eyes are closed, looking up at the brow. All right. Go ahead and settle in and begin. This is going to flush your lymphatic system, supporting a strong and healthy immune system. Feel that internal temperature rising. Welcome the heat into the shoulders, releasing tension stored in the back of the neck and shoulder region. Keep going. Inhale, hold, exhale, roll the shoulders back and down and relax here. Taking some deep breaths and letting your body notice and observe all the changes that we experience after that exercise. You should begin to feel the energy rising from your heart right into the center of the throat, and that heat in the shoulders should feel good. Sitting with the sounds around us, present in this moment. Next exercise is meant to help shift the energy from the neck into the base of the skull, and it's going to relax your neck. If you have neck problems, please be extremely careful here. It's a slow moving neck roll. On the exhale, you'll bring your chin down and forward, letting the head hang, and then inhaling, slowly taking the head to the side and back, only as far as is safe for you. Exhaling down to the front and center. And the directions don't say whether or not to switch directions. So again, I'll leave that up to you. I will let you know when we reach our halfway point if you want to switch directions. And again, eyes are closed and we're focusing on the brow to continue drawing the energy upward. And you should start to feel it moving into the base of the skull even as we're doing the exercise. So take a deep breath, close the eyes, and exhale, let your chin come forward. Inhale, take it back and around. And keep going, being very gentle with the neck. Very mindful and present in what you're doing, not rushing, not forcing. This would be an opportune time to switch directions if you wish. Coming to the center and taking it back around, or continuing on in the same direction. Do make sure your back is still straight. Last time around. Inhale, sit up tall. All right, keeping the eyes closed, turn your palms up, touch your thumb and pointer finger here for a mudra. And begin to feel that energy lifting up from the neck to the base of the skull. And apply circular breathing, starting at the base of the spine, inhaling up the front of the body, all the way into the neck and the base of the head, and exhaling down the spine, being a circular wave-like motion through the body. Do not rush your practice. Don't rush through the breathing. The next few exercises are going to use a breath called Breath of Fire. And a quick note about Breath of Fire. Generally, we begin by emptying the breath fully, and we'll be taking short, sharp exhalations through the nostrils. The inhalation is almost a rebound effect. Make sure you are taking breath in, but focusing more on the active exhale and a receptive or inactive inhalation. And make sure it's rhythmic and steady, and you can go at whatever speed is comfortable for you. I've built up my lung capacity over time to be able to do faster, longer duration, but for beginners, we want to go a little slower. And if you need to pause at any time during the practice, keep it going with your mind. In your mind, you can, with your intention, you can keep the breath going. But do your best. 1 minute, you should be okay as long as you're doing it gently. And this position we're going to move into is back on our hands and knees in the cow pose. You want to space your knees hip width apart and your shoulders directly underneath the wrists. Make your head and neck aligned to the rest of the spine to begin with. And this is going to help move the energy to the brow, the third eye chakra, which governs our intuition, our greater perception, and our ability to see beyond what just the eyes see. All right, so we're going to drop the navel and arch the spine. Pull the heart through the center of the arms, lift the chin, close the eyes, and look directly at your brow chakra. Begin Breath of Fire now for 1 minute. Maintain contact through your knees, hands, and feet as you breathe. Be rhythmic about the breath. Feel the navel moving. Keep the eyes focused on the brow. About 15 more seconds, finish strong. Take a deep inhale, exhale, flatten the spine, make the head and neck neutral with the rest of the back, cross your ankles and roll back onto your sit bones into easy position. And you can always sit on a towel or blanket or a block to lift your hips higher. Roll your shoulders down the back, lift your heart, bring your attention to your brow, and begin circular breathing from the base of the spine all the way up through the navel, heart, throat, and into the head. Notice how the energy is moving now in the brow region. Welcome a sense of calming as you exhale, and welcome that invigorating, uplifting energy on the in-breath. Feeling the vitality of your body and the presence of your awareness here in this moment. We're almost through our exercises for clearing the chakras. We'll be moving into the crown chakra now. I'm sorry, first we'll be doing one more exercise to fill the energy in the head region, and then we'll be focusing on the crown chakra. So this one is a regular cat cow. So we're going to come back to hands and knees. Make our knees hip width apart, wrists are shoulder width apart. If you have weak wrists, you can always put the flats of your fists down on the mat. Make sure we're not hyperextending the elbows. And for 1 minute, we'll be rocking and rolling the spine. Inhaling, exhaling. And you can move the hips from side to side for a little extra movement. I just want you to keep that movement going. Exhale as you bring the head down and arch the back. Inhale as you lift the tailbone and head. Exhale here, inhale here. And do that for 1 minute straight to help bring energy into the head. Begin. The eyes should be closed, and we're still focusing on the brow or third eye. As your spine gets warmer, you can go a little faster. Go at the speed that feels right for you. Halfway there. And one more time, inhale, exhale, hold here, relax the spine to a neutral position, cross your ankles and come back to seated. Placing your hands face up, touching your thumb and pointer finger in Gyan Mudra, relaxing the shoulders down the spine and feeling the breath moving in a circular motion from the base of the spine up to the top of the head, and exhaling down the back from top of the head down to the base of the spine. Notice how you're feeling. Hopefully you're feeling clearer and clearer along the central channel. And if you're aware of more blocks or anxieties sitting in different pockets of the body, breathe into those points. Expand a little more with the in-breath and relax a little deeper on the exhale. We're trying to let that energy move through us rather than hold onto it. Let it move through you. Just like you do when you have a bowel movement or if you give birth, you're letting that energy move through you. The more you resist it, the more uncomfortable it's going to be. So we want to just let it flow through us and release it. Expect that next wave and let it go. Very good. Now this last exercise, we're going to be returning to the easy pose, and we're going to place our hands in the Venus lock, interlacing the fingers, left thumb on top of the right thumb, relaxing the hands as much as we can. And we're going to be bringing the arms overhead, trying to get the elbows and ears somewhat lined up in the same plane. Notice that my hands are directly above the crown of my head, but not straight and extended. There's a nice bend. My arms are somewhat relaxed and hanging back. The heart is open. And we're going to lift the chin in slightly. Relax your thighs, close your eyes, and look up towards your hands. This is to activate your crown chakra, which is your crown, your space of higher awareness. This is where spirit and your soul communicate directly with your body and your mind. And we're going to be holding this Venus lock with the eyes rolled upward and apply breath of fire for 1 minute straight. Take a deep breath in, exhale deeply, and begin. Be aware of the energy beyond your hands, all the way to the ceiling of the room, or beyond that, all the way to the sky, beyond that, all the way to the moon, beyond that, all the way into the cosmos. Keep that breath of fire moving, the chest pumping. Keeping the hands where they are, take a deep breath in and hold it for a moment, pulling the energy up the spine. Keeping the hands where they are, exhale, letting the energy roll down the spine. Practice circular breathing throughout the entire column, central column of the body. Each breath in, pulling your awareness up higher into the cosmos, trying to reach towards the nearest star. Pulling that energy back down into you, welcoming it, feeling a sense of heightened awareness, greater expansive awareness, connecting yourself with the divine. Ong Namo, Gurudev Namo. You can practice the mantra here for the crown chakra. God in me and God are one. Each breath in, God in me and God are one. Each breath out, God and me and God are one. You can practice this aloud or in your mind. God and me and God are one. God and me and God are one. All right, take another breath, and on the exhale, bring your hands into the Anjali Mudra down at your heart center. Press and seal the hands, pulling the sides of your thumbs in towards the heart, making contact with your chest, pressing into the vagus nerve, lifting the chest, pulling the shoulders back, pulling the chin in slightly. Take a few breaths and notice how you're feeling, starting from the base of the spine and moving upward towards the crown. Now, if you wanted to practice silent meditation for 5 to 10 minutes after this practice, you are physically and energetically prepared for a really bomb-ass practice. So I encourage you to continue sitting where you are for at least a few minutes before you go directly back to your normal activities. And I encourage you to do this practice if you can once a day. But if you can't manage to do that once a day, then at least set aside a time 3-4 times a week to make an appointment with yourself to balance and clear your chakras, and then meditate afterwards. You can also go directly into more of your yoga practice with sun salutations, with any kind of vinyasa flow, hatha yoga, where you're holding poses and practicing different postures that you feel are right for you. If you don't know where to start picking those next postures for your practice, please contact a yoga teacher or reach out to me for a consultation. We are happy to help guide you and instruct you on how to hold those poses, how to select the poses, how to safely move into challenging postures. So whatever level you're at as a yogi, a teacher can help you. That's what we are here for and we are passionate about. So don't continue to feel like you're on your own out there. There are lots of people who want to help, and I'm one of them. So thank you for watching. Please go to the Chakra Lady website. It's www.chakralady.com. I've got free guided meditations available under the Listen tab. I've got lots of blog articles under the Read tab. I host workshops and retreats and live webinars that you can sign up for, live classes that you can take, tarot readings you can purchase. I've got a lot of resources available to you there. So please don't be a stranger, and sign up for the emails so that you can get access to some of the more personal content that I send out each week in my Chakra Lady email blasts. So once again, thank you for practicing with me. I hope you feel clear and balanced and ready to take on your day, and I hope you share this with your loved ones. Sat Nam, Namaste, have a wonderful day.